Well, hi guys. This is Chris from Lux Consultancy. Today, wise, we are actually trying to do a review and product introduction of a simple automated or remote system that anybody actually practically can use. It's extremely useful for those who have a old folks at home that instantly when you get off the bed you can actually turn on the light. Without further ado, let's get on to it. As you can see, basically just a simple light bulb. I've actually installed for demo purposes. It comes with one bulb, either the silver or the gold that is currently in the series. It's by Systemlux, and a switch light remote control. Right, you have a range about a 10 meters without any blockage according to specs, and it's good for about 20,000 clicks. Now the good thing about this is that when we open up this item here, which we're going to show it to you later on, it actually doesn't require any batteries for operation. And it's meaning wise, it actually contribute more to environmental green that we can see. 20,000 click for a lifetime will last you for about 5 years, thereabout, depending on the number of clicks. On the switch itself, you can see this is the moon, which is actually what we call a mood light. This is a warm light. This is a daylight, which is actually good when you're doing stuff like this right now. And this is more like a cool white or natural white, which is something in between, dim down, much more soothing for relaxation. The best relaxation, of course, is the mood light, whereby you will definitely fall asleep, or when you're watching TVs and so on. It can be used as a night light for this, and this is basically the on and off. All right. Within the package itself, it also comes with a lanyard, or for you to be able to slink it through these holes here onto your wrist, so that you can actually, the old folks at home, they can actually have it tied around the bed, or you can actually have it tied around the wrist that you can use. It also comes with what we call a double-sided tape by 3M, whereby you can actually stick this onto any form of surface. In the accessories, it does comes with a holder whereby you can also put it onto the wall. Right, that I'll show it to you in a short while. So let's get on to the demo. Over here, we have the system actually hooked up to two light bulbs, normal circuit wiring. I have a switch over here to demo what we call as a normal wall switch. So when the power socket has been turned on and we actually hit the light switch, it turns on to the what we call a last mode. It means they have a last memory. All right. So once been turned on, you can see there's two switches over here. One is actually this one. Let's switch off one of them first. All right. And then right now this is actually on the full mode. Let's go into the warm white. As you can see, it's already dimmed down. Then the normal and the bright. And then it can also be switched off. All right. So now the lights has actually been switched off. In case there's a backup system whereby this thing doesn't work, right, and you need to use the light like in the middle of the night and so on, right, you can actually still go back to your wall switch, turn it back on. This is off, turn it back on. You actually go to the last switch on mode. All right. So from here, we just switch off this thing and switch off this thing. Okay. It's basically just a normal function. You have the package comes with one bulb and one switch has already been paired. But as what we mentioned, what happens if, let's say, you want only one controller to control two of this bulb? In actual fact, it can be done. can be linked up to about 8 of them within the same room, the same compound. That would be the best. I'm not going to show you how. This process is actually pretty simple. Alright, let's switch on. Alright, as you can see, now it's individually being controlled. Alright, so let's switch it. In order to do that, let's clear one of these codes here. This to clear this. Switch it on, off, on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? It clears a code. So no longer actually it being used for this guy. Now, if you want to actually turn on this guy, it will not be turned on. But you can turn off this guy. I think the codes has already been clear. Alright? So let's off and turn back on the lights again. Within the 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3. Paired. It shows it's successfully been paired. Let's try it. See? As simple as that, it can actually control one socket switch controlling 2 bulbs. Now I mentioned this is actually a wall socket. It has a screw hose. What you need to do is to pry open the back casing using a screwdriver from here, and you can actually screw this thing onto a wall. Thereafter, you can actually use this and put it right onto it. It has a rubber sucker. Just push it in. It will not fall off. And this can be permanently onto the wall. If you need to use it again remotely, just take it out. Simple as that. Now we did mention that this thing does not contain any batteries. It doesn't require any batteries to operate. Now as we pry open, now this is a good working ones. We have a demo kit that actually comes with it. Once we actually pry, I mean it doesn't come to you, but it comes to us. Alright, once you pry it open, the items are like that. This is the cover. Alright. And this is the mechanism that is actually been found inside there. This is the antenna. This is the contact point. Right? And what does it do? It contains no batteries required for operation. When you depress this mechanism over here, it's like the cooker hood or cooker that actually sparks a click sound that sparks a very, very low power signal that transmits through this antenna to the bulb here. The receiver does need the power, right? And it can actually just communicate through the low power frequency to activate the bulb itself. And therefore, you do not have to worry about in the middle of the night, you're not close to any convenience stores, right? That your remote controls from the typical ones runs out the batteries and you didn't even know it until when you need it, you need to rush out to actually get this system done. For this system, you don't have to worry about that. No batteries required, and it all should fail. Just go back to the wall switch, off it, turn back on. It's working. Well, that's it. Hope you guys actually enjoyed the video. This will actually end the tutorial, rather an introduction of Systemlux battery-free, free alive bulb system.